Hello, welcome everyone. Welcome to another Immigration Refugee Live. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Banush. I'm an immigration consultant here in Canada. I have the IRB designation, which allows me to talk about the immigration process um, and the refugee process, including, refugee claims, removal orders, permanent residency obligations appeal, spousal sponsorship appeal. So I can do all those. So again, welcome everybody. Um, Generally, my lives are, centered around you guys asking questions and I respond. You guys are welcome to come on up and ask questions, but please remember, it can't be case specific. If it is case specific, if it is case specific, I will ask for that. It will have to be a consultation because unfortunately, as counsels, we cannot provide consultation, without it being formal. And yes, so that's essentially it. So you guys feel free to ask questions. And if you would like to come up, I'm happy to do that and we can take it from there. And I also just wanted to say I will have a live with some of my colleagues in an hour as well. But that's going to be more lively and talking about different types of immigration pathways as well. So if you guys want to stick around for that one too, that'll be a fun time as well. Um, so yeah, go ahead and ask your questions. I have one question. Dismiss domestic abuse case. Sorry, I think the rest of it is not in English. Mark, so if you want to maybe, sorry, translate that to English, I would appreciate it. It might be in Spanish, but I don't speak Spanish yet. I'm not gonna lie, I would love to speak Spanish, but I promised my husband I would speak Portuguese, Brazilian Portuguese first, because he's Brazilian, then I'll learn another language. So there's that fun fact. But yeah, please feel free. I'm just going to do a quick research while everyone's getting ready to ask questions about. Oh, sorry, Marco. Uh, I think you're asking about U.S. immigration processes. This is for Canada only. I do apologize. I can't really give you advice on U.S. matters, unfortunately. Okay, so hello from Montreal. Do you expect more French draws this year? Yes, I do. Great question, Gurnor. I anticipate a lot more, to be honest, because the minister has kind of pointed towards that they want to bring in more French-speaking individuals, and more, like more also, it's more labor-centered as well, but like French, I know is on top of their list. So I anticipate a lot more, and that's why I'm telling my clients or anyone who has a consultation with me, listen, French, if you want to get a draw, if you want to get your name pulled, is a great opportunity. Not only just because of the French like draws itself, but also you get additional points through express entry. Why not do it? Also, and this is something I will say, guys, and I regret this, and my parents regret this, and we've been here since 1998 that I didn't go into French immersion because some of the top government jobs requires you speak, or even not even top government, like some jobs require you to speak both languages, and they pay a lot more. So why not do that? You're literally giving yourself more oomph basically in your resume. Don't think of it as a way to just get it for your immigration. Think of it as a way to advance your life and investing in yourself. No problem, Marco. I apologize. Hi, Prince D. Welcome. Oh, that's amazing. You learned French. That is amazing. Listen, Montreal has a really great culture. And my fun fact, my husband's was born there, so he speaks French, and I'm a little jealous. But yes, it's a beautiful city. We go there quite often, actually. So 100% agree with you. I always encourage folks to learn French too. I've been in Montreal since 2020. 100%, yes. It's a great, guys, and if you guys are thinking about applying for your like express entry or any other type of draw, think about French. Just think about it. It's a wonderful way to, like I said, like I just recently said, to really further yourself. Sometimes you need to reinvest in yourself, whether that's getting another education, whether that is, learning another language. It's good. And there's a study. I want to say this. There is a study out there that the more languages you learn, I think it helps with preventing certain like brain illnesses, for example, dementia, Alzheimer's. It's that and like certain activities and reading and stuff. So you're also keeping your brain healthy. Hi, I have a 463 CRS from healthcare category. What's the possibility? Healthcare. Oh, what was the last straw for healthcare? Good question. Alicia, let me see the last straw for healthcare, and I'm gonna get right back to you. Let me see. Healthcare Express entry draw 2026. Give me 1 second and I'm gonna tell you. That's it, tell me. That's annoying. Ugh. Latest draw. I'm gonna put latest draw. No, that was okay. Give me like a few minutes, please, because I'm actually very curious myself. All right, I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna do healthcare. Okay, healthcare. 467. And what was your score? They gave out February 20th. That was the last health. It was healthcare and social services, and they invited scores with 467 minimum. What was your score? 463. Oh, you were almost there, Alicia. Um, I would say aim a little bit higher, a little bit higher. If there's any way that you can improve your score, that would be wonderful because you're almost there. Because the last show that we had on February 20th was 467, and they gave out 4,000 invitations. Okay, Gurnur. My score boosted to 536 because of French, plus I love the language. Yes, you are absolutely correct. Yes, that is amazing to hear. I love to hear that your scores have gone up. That is absolutely, absolutely wonderful. I am so glad to hear that. Check up Canada. How long has time? Sorry, Zia, I don't understand your question. Can you clarify? All right, I have 1 year framing experience. Can I qualify for TR to PR? Listen, there isn't a lot of information yet about TR to PR. We will have to see. Okay, guys, and TR to PR. Listen, it's going to be very, very competitive. Do not, and I really want to make this clear to everyone. Do not bank on it too much. Okay, have backups because it's going to be competitive, and I have a feeling it's going to be a hot mess. Okay, 30,000 is not a lot in the grand scheme of things. Please think of other backups. Oui, vous avez raison tout à fait. Merci. I understand, yes, and you. That's it. I'm sorry. I do apologize. I can't understand the rest. I wish I did. How about if I'm in a corn but still in the PH? Sorry, I don't understand what corn is, Chabelita. Okay, let me see. Someone said something. Alyssa said Bill C12. I think because I saw someone posting about it. That I think they had their final reading. I'm so annoyed by that, but what are you gonna do? What? No reading yet. Okay. All right. Well, I'm looking at the website that I usually do, and it says no activity yet, so I'm not sure. Let me see. Quick Google. News. What are the news? Oh, Senate must reject U.S. style grabs. Okay. Nothing new. That's just an article about Senate must reject U.S. style asylum rules. That's about it. So I still can't be 100% to say it's going to be 100%, Alex, but the possibility, yes, it's high. All right. Was charged during my PR application, but let it drop. But till now, I haven't gotten my PR. Any advice? Okay, so you were charged. Oh, thank you, Just Squid for the like. Oh, you know what, guys? I feel like having on is going to make my TikTok lag. Yeah, I have a feeling. I thought I was in the office and it was going to be okay, but it might make a lag. Okay, if I see it lags too much, guys, and if you let me know, I'm going to turn off your YouTube because we're on YouTube as well, but it does that a lot. All right. Okay, let's see what. Okay, so you were charged. It was dropped, and I guess the CBSA didn't further into. No, if it was dropped, they wouldn't really go after someone. Okay, so it could just Nixon be a matter of it's taking longer, but make sure there's no other outstanding issues. If you have a counsel, kind of follow up with them. But PR is also, I don't know what kind of PR you applied. If it was protected person, you're probably going to be waiting a while. Just FYI. Thank you for sharing your knowledge. No problem, Gernora. I hope to be helpful. If a refugee application gets refused and you have a family application in, will they let you leave? Yeah. Okay. So, guys, this is something really important to understand about the refugee claims. If you have a refugee claim and you have generally when you are referred to the refugee protection division, you will get a how do I word it? A conditional kind of like departure order, essentially. So if you are rejected, abandoned, withdrawn, it can come into effect and it can remove you. You would have to take necessary steps to prevent the removal. And a spousal sponsorship or a family sponsorship is not going to stop that. You will have to take extra measures. Medical checkup Canada, how long is it valid? I think 5. That's a good question. I have not looked that up in a while. How long is medical exam RCC valid? That's not true. I thought, okay, we've extended time to exempt foreign nationals in Canada from the immigration medical examination requirement until. Okay, it says 5, but somewhere saying 12, so I'm assuming it's 5. But again, I would just look that up afterwards. All right. Is okay, hold on. Guys, again, please remember nothing I say is supposed to be legal advice. So anything I say is, first of all, I really, really want to make this clear to you guys. Anything I say is like surface level information, okay? It will be very, very different depending on your situation. I just want to really make that clear because I think sometimes people, I find they come in on my lives and ask really case specific questions. Firstly, I'll make it very clear to you that I'm not going to answer those questions because it crosses a point. But I also want to make it very clear in the sense that, like, what I say can be very different for each person's situation, right? So please do not consider it as legal advice. I'm making that very clear right now. It is on YouTube too, that it's not meant to be legal advice. Okay, so hold on. I have some questions. All right. Nope. Okay. Is it possible to have a TRP if you have an inadmissibility for 5 years? Um, yes, you can. Also, sometimes it might be necessary to get an ARC depending on the removal order. Oh, 5 years would be an exclusion. You might have to get an ARC. It really just depends, honestly. So, yeah, whether it's an exclusion, depending on again on your type of application, whether it's a TRP or an ARC, or sometimes it depends, criminal rehabilitation. So again, totally depends. What is the best route to re-enter Canada with a PSW certificate? All right. Depends what you mean by re-enter or reroute, or route to re-enter. It depends why you are re-entering. But there's a lot of ways for PSW. You know, PSW is still a needed type of field. But again, guys, you have to be eligible for the program, right? Some programs don't allow you if you're like if you've had a certain application, if a certain application was denied. So be very careful with that. Again, this is why I say, guys, the information I give is very surface level. Why IRCC takes a long time to do security? I have applied my PR in 2024 and no update. Your question is as good as mine. I don't know. Maybe because they think that there's no urgency, and I'm assuming. Correct me if I'm wrong, Raja. Is it a PR, a protected person PR? I'm assuming it's because of the amount of influx of cases, and maybe there's no urgency to process PR. I honestly cannot tell you what their reasonings are. Okay. Do we need a police certificate for Canada if we are applying within Canada? For what route? Yeah, it really depends. Ma'am, I got my work permit application is registered along with restoration period. Is also refused. Okay, for guys, you will have to be like state what program it is, because like some of the things you say can be super like general, you know? What is non-routine complex? Invisible, do you mean like, oh god, what is the term? Short hearing short hearing oh my god, what was the term? Wow, I even forgot. Okay. Um I, I think you're talking about refugee claim, like a short claim process. Uh, can one seek asylum in Canada now? One has to be eligible. Uh, no, not just everybody, guys. You'd be surprised how many people are ineligible to apply for a refugee claim. Oh, yes, it's a protected one. Okay, Raja, I'm going to tell you it's going to take a very long time. PR applications for protected person are going to take a very long time. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news, but it is what it is. Can you prepare a bridging open work permit after AOR for non-EEPR on a closed work permit? My understanding is bridging. I haven't done a lot of bridging open work permit. Honestly, they were all related to EE. So I'm not super sure on that one. Okay, for Express Entry Francophone. Oh, okay. So sorry, I'm gonna go up to your question. What was your question, Mia? I can't find it. Do we need a police certificate for if we are applying within Canada? Yes, I believe you do. Let me double check. I think. Oh my God, why? Oh, it's lagging again, guys. All right, we're gonna end this stream because that's annoying.